Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have what I have emptied along the ways of wax for the month of October 2019. Before I go any further, I'm going to show you what's on my nails. These are nail wraps that I purchased a few moons ago. They were on sale at Mattress I've in Chemainus, where I used to live. And this was is in 360 laced up. So that's what those are. All right. I just got back from the gym and had a shower. After the shower, got my laundry going, had my smoothie. It's Halloween, like afternoon. It's like mid-afternoon right now as I'm filming, so it's pretty cool. I can't wait to see all the little kiddos. So anyway, so I am going to show you what I emptied for this whole month, as we are on the very last. Sorry, move the chair in on the very last day of this month. So we'll start off with candles, as I normally do. One of my all-time favorite candles from Bath & Body Works, which is Autumn. As I've said before, there seems to be an autumn versus leaves fan. There's lots of people like both, but normally you have a favorite over one or the other. I am definitely 100% like Team Autumn. I love this one. Love the lid. Reminds me of my hometown of Oliver in British Columbia. Love the leaves. Very much like the leaves even here too as well in Nova Scotia. The colors here are spectacular, and I love the scent. It's a classic of mine. I will always repurchase. And it did really well. I should say it did really well. On this one, on the other hand, it had a really tough start. I didn't know if I was going to keep it. I love Marshmallow Fireside, one of my favorites. Again, love the lid, very homage to Canada with our maple leaf. Love the photo here. The scent, everything, but the problem is it took me on the 6th burn. I finally let it burn for like 8 hours because it was PWS or puny wick syndrome from the very first time I lit this candle until that day, like the 6th burn in, where I let it go for like 8 hours while I was home, and finally corrected itself. And thankfully, unlike most Bath & Body Works candles, this one actually performed better the second half. But speaking of candles, actually this wasn't bad. It just was a crazy, it was very strong. I love farm stand apples. You'll see I have it in a different, kind of a different form as well to show you. It's a great candle. This one was nuts, man. Like, it was just crazy. I had to keep going and putting it out and stuff. Like, the flames were long and high, and it was crazy. It was almost out of control sometimes, and you can see all the sitting. And it was in a luminary the entire time. So, although I love the scent, it's definitely a killer scent, and I did blend things with this as well, but in a different way. I will show you. I don't know if I would repurchase that, because that was, that was crazy, but I don't know. And the last candle to share with you guys is from a Canadian candle company and bath product company out of Newfoundland. This is Foggy Island Candles. Their company was established in 2013. This is in the pumpkin spice. I purchased their sampler box, which had a candle. Let's see if I can get them all. Candle, a foaming hand soap, a hard soap, a body and hand lotion, a lip balm, bath salts. I think the only thing that was missing was but the only thing I didn't have was a bath bomb. Otherwise, I got almost everything covered. This candle was great. I will say the wick, as you can, sorry for my poor lighting, was really thick. It did this a lot of times, but I was able to light it up along the top here each time, and it still did well. Well, you could sort of see what I'm talking about, kind of, sort of, maybe. It threw for a smaller room, like my bedroom, and I also moved it to my bathroom just to see what would do in the bathroom. They do well, this little size. This is just I don't even know what size this is, like what ounces, but it doesn't really say on the jar. I'd say like a 4-ounce candle, I want to say, maybe. Anyway, it did well in a small room. Even though the wick did this, I was still able to light it each and every time. I almost feel like they might need to go on a smaller wick with these size candles. The wick that's in there is very rope-like, what Bath & Body Works sometimes have done in the past as well. They've got the rope-like wicks, which is I would think a better quality, but in a smaller candle like that, it might be a bit much. All right, excuse me for clearing my throat, but I'm drinking a smoothie that has dairy, so Yeah, fun times. Okay, so as I show you these I had in my November basket. I've since taken them from November basket. It was posted the other day, my November melting basket, because today's Halloween. So these next 3 items I'm actually melting right now, as well as some of the other bags that are coming up down the road. So these 3 are from the Bathing Garden. This one is in, Wolfbane's Bites. This is a cookie butter macaroon mint. This is beautiful. If you're a bakery lover with a little bit of mint, like I reminds me of those little swirly mints that are like different colors, like pastel colors my grandmother used to give us when we were kids. This is right up there. I love it. I don't know if she still has it on our website, but I know she had it on her website for the Halloween time. I think all of these were on the site this year too. This is Vampire Blood, also from the Bathing Garden. This is described as strawberry persimmon, raspberry jam, pomegranate, cranberry, figs, and crushed vanilla beans with sprinkle of brown sugar. This is also very good. I definitely got like the berry, like the raspberry jam. I got a little bit of the pomegranate, got a little bit of the cranberry especially. And I love this. Both these two had fangs in them, which is why I decided to pull them, obviously, for today, which is Halloween. So they've done really well. This one I put into my bathroom. This one is described as freshly shoveled graveyard dirt, espresso, lime essential oils, Scotch whiskey, and dark chocolate shavings. Very interesting and unique combo. I love it. I put this in the bathroom, 1 cube each. It's a strong performer. Love it. Great. It was good stuff. On to other clams. I've said this before, Better Homes and Gardens. I love Better Homes and Gardens wax, something that unfortunately here in Canada we don't get because we only get sensationals, and even at that they are pretty pathetic in selection. I am grateful to my friends who go to this, who live in the States, who send me some of the, some of these. And this one's a little bit older. I've had it since November 2017. But I melted it and it smells great. It smells just like on cold. It smells like a warm apricot cider. I shouldn't say warm because it smells like apricot cider, if that makes any sense. But the problem with Better Homes and Gardens and I is that any of the deeper, like this is a deeper amber colored wax, that I find the deeper colored wax stains my off-white or white bowls or dishes that I use for my wax melts. And to the point where when you lift it to, I do the freezer method, but I still have to pop them out when they're frozen. It leaves goo. There's a gooey residue on the bottom of the actual hardened tart, but also it's left on my melt or on the dish, and it's really kind of annoying. When I've had it clean every other vendor, I can pop them out and it does nothing wrong. But it's not a big deal. I mean, I know I can, I can use magic eraser, Mr. Clean magic eraser, or a nail polish remover will get anything out too. I'm finding nail polish remover is great for getting out sparkles. That's always good too. Anyway, moving on. Rosemary's Baby. This is Bath Time Rosemary Mint and Herbal Lavender from Rose Girls. Rose Girls. Oh my God, from Super Tarts. Ugh. So this is great. Had it in my bedroom. One little piece per melt. Also, I find with Super Tarts, regardless of how old, like it just seems like the dark, again, I don't know, maybe it's just the type of wax, but the darker colored wax, reds, deeper colors on the bottom. This was like it was like, well, it looks like it's a dark blue, but it almost gave off a look of black. The clams get really squishy. Like this is a lighter blue, but it's a lot harder. This one is just like nothing at all. So anyway, but as per usual, it throws so well. Performance is fantastic. If I'm not as much of a herbal lavender lover, but I do love this because of the other notes that are in it. And that has been a repurchase. And Sheldon, this is a repurchase as well. And I do have another one in my collection. This is also from Super Tarts. This is Spearmint and Rosemary Mint. This is very good. I had a sinus infection, Nelson left me with a cold. He gave me his cold before he left for 5 weeks. So anyway, great reminder. Thanks, sweetie. Anyway, but this was really good. The spearmint and rosemary mint, as per usual, just by the sounds of it, it was uplifting, and I can actually smell it, which is amazing. So let's get on to Sugar and Spice Soy Candle Company. Now, I didn't purchase from her custom order last time because, I mean, I knew it was going to be like crazy and she was going to get overwhelmed, and she has so many orders to fill and she's doing great. And I will place an order from her because she is one of my favorite vendors, and her wax, these little scent shots, I cut in quarters and they do so well. So let's talk about the shaving cream. One of my absolute favorite shaving creams from any vendor. There's just something about it. I have melted this on its, I've melted this on its own, but I've also, when I chop them up in quarters, I also melt it with other things like, which I'll mention down the road, some rose grills, mini melters, and so on. And same with this chai tea. Her chai tea is one of my absolute favorite chai teas I've ever had. So, and these are older. These are from 2017, October. So they're old, but they perform so well. And I'm so happy that she's back on, and she's doing lots of pouring, and she's getting into the game and stuff. Because, yeah, you know, she was going through some family stuff, and so I'm glad to see that she's back. All right, so some Bath & Body Works frozen / cut up candles that I have gone through. And if you want to know how I do it, I have playlists on my channel to say it's like a wax chopping videos, and I'll go through what I do when I freeze and chop, and also where I get the bags from. So first off, one of my favorite coffee scents, oh my gosh, so thankful that it's in this 14.5 ounce candle from Bath & Body Works, which means I will have this a long time because I have a whole other one already cut up for down the road. This is Intense Coffee. I love the name. You guys know that. You think it's funny. I think it's funny too. But again, one of the most economical things you can do if you're an avid wax melter is chop those candles up. This time of year, so I can see more people are burning candles for fall and winter. But as winter starts petering off and it's spring, I think we're going to see more people who, you know, or more people doing into wax melts and things like that too. But again, it's just so economical, you guys. Like, this bag lasted me a long time, and I used the heck out of this. So I would highly recommend doing the chopping. And I love that scent, by the way. This one here is Farm Stand Apple, as we talked about earlier, right here. I used this one as well. Finished this bag, but I also blended it with some Rose Girls mini melters, which I will show you shortly. All right. Wow. I am really trying to get through some of the larger bags for my stash. So with that being said, it is a lot. I go through a lot because I'm home right now. But because they're bags, it will take a lot longer to get through. But I'm just going to basically go through them really quickly for you because there's quite a few actually. It was pretty, looking now, I'm like, okay, I did some damage. This is Vintage Chic Scents, Margot's Ballerina Clouds, Embeds, and California Dreaming Overpour. This was a loaf that I chopped up. It's marshmallow coconut cream pie and mango sorbet overpour. Lovely. Just wish it was a little stronger. That's all. Enough said there. Vintage Chic Scents, Strawberry Fields Forever. And this is strawberries and cream zucchini bread. This is lovely. This was a bag of 3 of the big squares, but I gave 2 of them away to different friends, and then I kept one for myself, but I still have another bag of this. So this is very nice. But if I were to, honestly, and I don't mind saying this, Strawberry Fields Forever is very similar to Rainbow Melts zucchini jam, except I actually like Rainbow Melts zucchini jam more. I don't have to use as much to get more of a pow. But I think there's just something more strong about it. I think her strawberry's a little stronger, at least in my opinion. So again, but it was good. But if Vintage Chic Scents had it for sale and Rainbow Melts didn't, then I'd probably buy some from VCS. But if Rainbow Melts had some for sale in her zucchini jam, I'd buy that first, if that makes sense. Cranberry Great Pumpkin from VCS, which is cranberry pumpkin layer cake cream cheese frosting. This was okay, but not very strong. VCS Campfire Tales. I just took I had one of those big slabs, so I just took one of the big rectangular cubes of it, if you will. Or not cube, it's a rectangle. And chopped it up. This is the Campfire Tales is white chocolate graham crackers and gooey marshmallow. This is wonderful. Love this. And it actually does throw very, very well. From Zape, this is Apple Cinnamon Donuts. This is old. This is a couple of years old, But man, did it ever throw. It was so strong. It was quite a large bunt. Like, it was a pretty good bunt and it was pretty thick. So I was able to it was like, I probably could have even made it in just 6 melts, but I just quartered it up. And it was really good though. Very strong. I have some glitterati. This one is the lavender cucumber sage buttercream pound cake. Now, all the glitterati I'm about to show you, they threw really, really well. This one's January 2018. Let's see, January 2018. This one I didn't like though. I love cucumber. There's just something about it that I didn't really enjoy. I think maybe it's the sage, because I love lavender, love cucumber, and I love buttercream pound cake, sure. I'm thinking maybe it's the sage, but I didn't really enjoy this one that much. It was just not my favorite scent combo. Oasis, this is from January 2017. This one I've had before. I bought it in a D-stash. Someone graciously sent me over a bit of their chunk. And I really like it. This is uplifting, fruity, yum. It's like fruity fresh. It's beautiful. Love it. If I were ever to get on a customers list, I would definitely order Oasis. I think in the squares, I could get a lot more melts out of them, but I just cut them 4 times. So I got 4 different melts out of each cube. Because again, I'm not about hoarding my stuff anymore, and I'm about melting it all. And I think I'm only about 150 away from getting on her her mystery box. I think I'm 900 and something. Anyway, I'm thinking February, probably after the holidays and stuff. So this one was poured in July 2017. This is lavender fizzy soda. This was lovely. Really enjoyed it. Doesn't beat the Zape's lavender soda. Zape's lavender soda to me is still my favorite. This was poured in January 2018. This is Love Spells Lemon Drops and Lemon Biscotti. Gorgeous, but I did feel like it was a lot of Fruit Loop smell. So I wish the Love Spell would come out a little bit more than it did. Also poured January 2018 was Mandarin Mimosa. Gorgeous. If you love orange scents, this was just really, really nice. I really enjoyed it. It was very uplifting, very mood changing in such a great way. Like it was lovely. I can't say more about it. It was lovely. So here's Rose Girls shaving cream. Any of these bags that you see are mini melter bags that, again, I've gone through. And they're great. They're little tiny pieces, and you can use them on their own in their scent that they give, or you can take them and melt them with other things. So I use shaving cream with like Gilligan's Brew, which I'll show you, marshmallow. You know, I've blended the heck out of this. Also a really good combo. If you're doing any sugar and spice, shaving cream, mac apple, and like marshmallow is really good, by the way, just saying, because my friend Sarah, she told me about that one and it's pretty good. Anyway, love this. Mini melters are fantastic. What a great idea. I would definitely purchase this one. I think originally I bought 2 of these. So I think I have 1 more. I'm not sure, but I would definitely order from Rose Girls mini melters. Absolutely. Again, that will be on my list. Sweet lavender, always a great blender as well. Sweet lavender blends just like the shaving cream. You can actually put sweet lavender and shaving cream together. You can do coconut. You could do marshmallow smoothie. Anything your heart desires. So that's what's so nice about these. I do enjoy a sweet lavender, and that one was very good. Gilligan's Brew, again, same kind of bag, same thing I was telling you about. This is like a nice creamy coconut, so it's really nice and creamy, like a coconut drink. So again, this was actually great with the apple. It was also great with the shaving cream. Those are the 2 things that I definitely blended it with. And same with the marshmallow smoothie. Again, marshmallow smoothie with the apple. Anything like the Bath and Body Works, the one I chopped up, which is right here, that's an apple one. Blend it with this, you know, all of it. It's all good. I really, really, really love mini melters. Pumpkin coconut latte is going right now, so it smells really good, but I don't have a lot to say about longevity or anything like that. But this is lovely, and it's going right now because it's Halloween late afternoon right now. And it's got this cool screaming face. So I had to. It's part of her Halloween sampler. I did not enjoy this one. This is the Huckleberry Cheesecake. I really didn't enjoy this one. It smelled like, I even left the house and I came back and it was like, I smell like wax crayons. That's what I smell. And I've not smelled that from any Rose Girls scents before. So that's a no for me and a pass. I ended up turning it off as soon as I came home, which I probably would have had it on for a couple more hours at that point. But this one, Cranberry Macintosh Donut Holes, was great. I loved it. Like I said, Rose Girls, I don't normally, this is just like a one-off. Like I don't normally get that from her. This one was great. I love cranberries. I love Macintosh. And who doesn't love a donut hole? Also known here in Canada as Timbits. All right, Super Tarts, Beauty and the Beast, which is sweet blackberries and magically delicious. This is one of my all-time favorite, like, blends of all time. This is what I put in when Ramona came to visit, so that this is what she smelled when she came in. This is what I used to do when my parents would kind of visit. They were driving all day, and when they ride, this is what they would smell. This is just one of those comforts, like home scents that I just love. So I have lots of this in my stash, but I would 100% repurchase, and I would also recommend. All right, so now we're into some of Brandy's from Super Tarts Big Hitters collections. I have two of these ones from the Mama's Family. So Mama's Family is described as blackberry, jam, Gain, laundry type, and lemon curd. And this one was Mama's Family mixed with rose jam, and this one's pink chiffon. They were both very good, very nice. Not much else to say. They were very good. Let's see here. All right, Fake and Bake is up. So Fake and Bake is described as zucchini bread, sugar cookie, and our sweet cream. And then this one was in pumpkin shake, espresso, which was fabulous, lavender cream, which was good, and pink sugar. Now I'm trying to remember which one was which. One of them was spicy. This one has a bit of spice to it. The pumpkin shake, but oops, sorry. There was a pumpkin latte and a pumpkin shake, and I can't remember which was spicier, but anyway, that was that. And Go to Sleep. So the next one is Go to Sleep, which is pink sugar blended with our sweet cream. And then I went through a pumpkin latte and a tea and cakes. I don't enjoy tea and cakes at all. Let me just sniff the pumpkin latte, see. I think the pumpkin latte one, this one's less spicy, I think. Just, yeah, from what I can remember, because I know I melted these at the beginning of the month. So anyway, oops. Go to Sleep. Okay, those are all right. But the espresso one was really, really good. Rainbow Melts. Remember I was just saying about zucchini jam and Strawberry Fields Forever from VCS? This is what I'm talking about. These were really big, big hearts that were in here. So zucchini jam is creamy zucchini, strawberry jam filled donuts. They're not exact, but man, are they ever similar. And this is so strong. And it's lasted, I mean, poured January 18th, 2018. But I could have had this for like a year or 2 years and it would still do great. I prefer this one over the Strawberry Fields Forever. This is Rainbow Sherbet and sugar cookies, which was really, really great. This is one of those jumbo cookies. They were like this big and like that thick, and I could have cut it up probably into 6 pieces, but I just did 4 because again I have a big collection. This is lovely, really, really good, and it's lasted a long time. The Fog had this going this morning. This is part of her Halloween sampler from this year, or Spooktacular sampler. Rain, Eucalyptus, and Juniper, and Sage. And this was lovely. It's a great fresh scent, so I had that going in my bathroom. And then we have Bobbing for Apples. Look how old that is, you guys. There's the poor date. But this is great. It was really, truly, I got mostly Mac Apple. Let's be honest. It says it's a sweet mix of fresh apples, but it's mostly Mac Apple, and I really enjoyed that. Again, you can blend it with many different things from other vendors as well. Also an older one, see the date, Got Candy, a sweet mix of trick-or-treat goodies. And it really did. It kind of reminded me of Tootsie Rolls. Don't know why, but that's kind of the smell I got from it, which was really nice. And last but not least, we have Pretzel Salad, which is fresh baked pretzels, strawberry, and caramel. This was lovely, strong, but I've realized I'm not a big pretzel fan, so the pretzel kind of was like, I probably wouldn't buy that blend again. That's a lot, you guys. Look at all the bags. Look at all the bags. Oh, like normally I have lots of clams, but I'm really trying to concentrate on these bags. So, all right, you guys, as always, be safe, take care, and have fun. Bye, guys.